Rawsome Truth. Today I want to talk to you about why I've decided to eat less. And when I say eat less, I'm not really eating less because the volumes are just massive. I've just decided to cut down the amount of fruit I'm eating and up the greens. Made a huge decision. That's my decision going into the new year. I've been doing it for the last week and I'm feeling really, really, really good. I'm not into calorie restriction. Anyone who follows me knows that I don't believe in calorie restriction. So I don't believe I'm calorie restricting. I'm still eating between 1,800 and 2,100 calories. It's just I was eating up to about 3,000 calories. And it wasn't working for me. I wasn't getting the desired weight loss that I'm looking for. I'm trying to lose. Look, you never know how much you're trying to lose completely because when you exercise and whatever, your body shapes differently. So let's just say between 5 and 8 kilos, maybe 9. I'm exercising, so my body will tone. I may require less. I may, whatever. My body will find its blueprint. But I just, I've been eating fully raw now for 12 months. I know what's working for my body and I know what's not. I know that I've been putting just stagnant. I haven't lost weight. I haven't gained weight. I've just been stagnant. And I just don't want to be stagnant anymore. So I made a decision, you know what? The only way I'm going to be able to do this is really up the greens to make sure that my body's getting enough nutrients and to make sure that I'm eating enough. So I've really upped the greens to the extent of I'm waking up in the morning and I'm having a green smoothie and I am piling in, 6 to 8 cups of baby spinach is going in my blender, really piling the greens in. I'm having a huge celery juice, either in the morning or lunchtime. I have been having it at lunchtime for the last week, and I juice half a celery and I'm putting that in, and my salads are just massive. And even in the dressings, I'm putting more greens into the dressings to blend it up just to get more greens into me. And amazingly, I'm feeling really good. Most people who live the longest are actually people that don't overeat. And for me to keep eating above 3,000 calories when, to be honest with you, I'm not a highly active person. I'm a highly busy person. I'm always on the go. I'm always moving around. But I'm not doing a great extent of exercise. I get up every morning and I walk for about an hour. And I just do some basic exercises after that. I do some crunches, I do some squats, I do some lunges, and I do some push-ups. But nothing big deal. It probably takes me about 5 to 10 minutes. It's nothing big. I used to do a huge amount of exercise and I damaged my feet severely and I just haven't got back into it. I'm not going to make excuses because of my feet. I mean, I can never seriously get back into heavy running again, and I realise that. But, there's plenty I could do. But at this point in time where I'm at, that's all I really want to do, and I'm happy with that. I'm happy with the walking. I'm walking up hills. I'm happy. I'm doing some running upstairs and, I'm just doing what suits me. I'm doing some high intensity training as well. Probably every third day. So twice a week. I'm doing high intensity training as well for about 30 minutes. So, I'm happy with where I'm at with my exercise. I will, as I get more motivated. I've just had so many lifestyle changes, and look, if it's important to me, I'll find a way. Once the excuses go, the results will happen. But that's not my main thing at the moment. I'm really concentrating on is my diet and making myself feel good. And I'm just feeling a lot better, not overeating on fruit. See, I was eating up to about 30 dates a day. And so many, I hear people, you can't get fat on fruit. No, I don't believe you can get fat on fruit. I don't believe you can get fat on anything unless you overindulge on it. But you can get to the point where your body says, well, you're not burning as much as you're eating. So you're going to either put on weight, or like me, it's just been sitting stagnant. And I don't want my weight stagnant. My dream is to get my banana girl body. And that's my dream for the year. That's what I'm focused on, is really getting that banana girl body. And I've just had to cut back. I mean, you know, as I said, 30 dates a day plus my normal food, it's a bit too much. You know, and the thing is with dates, they're not hydrating fruit. If you want to be eating large amounts of fruit, I should be eating, you know, mangoes or raspberries or even apples, you know, high water fruits that are going to go through my system very quickly. When you have dates, not that there's anything wrong with dates, you know, you're probably better off blending them up in a blender and having them as a Datorade, just so that they digest through your system a lot quicker. But 30, you know, how many I'm looking at about 2,100 calories just in dates some days. So I've cut the dates back. I'm only using them for dressings, and that's huge for me because dates have been a huge crutch for me since I've been raw. And for the first 12 months, I just said, you know what, Jade, you got to do what you got to do to stay raw. And I've built the habits now. So I feel like the first year was building the foundations, but now I've got to build that house. And now I'm building that house. I've got to be sensible. So the dates, they're just for dressings. They're not scoff them and sit there like I'm eating a box of chocolates. No. So I've been doing that for the last week. I've been feeling really good. The greens I am just putting into my food is just been amazing, and they taste so good, and I'm feeling so much better, which is amazing. And you know, I was doing this when I first started, and then I lost my way a little bit and I started getting into just fruits, and then I cut out overt fats, and I was doing all this crazy stuff, but I'm not doing that now. I'm having a small amount of fats each day, so I'm not going cuckoo, because I go a little bit cuckoo when I don't have those fats. I'm ensuring that I'm having plenty of greens, and when I say plenty of greens, I'm really trying to up it to about 3 pounds a day. Really just pushing them. I'm having massive salads in the evening, but during the day as well for my snack, I'm making a snack box, and I cut up a couple of apples, some celery, some cucumber, capsicum, tomato, carrot, a big box, and that just keeps me snacking. Instead of sitting there eating 30 dates in one sitting, I'm just sitting there having that snack box. When it, you know, because I've already had my lunch, and it's just that snack box that's keeping me going, and I'm getting all those extra nutrients from the vegetables in me. I'm making my commitment to the way that I'm eating now. I feel it's a lot better for me. I'm noticing my skin is clearing, and I'm feeling a lot better within myself. Noticing my eyes are a lot clearer. I'm noticing as well that I've got more energy, amazingly. And look, people might rebuke what I'm saying. They say, you know what, I live on all fruit, I'm fine, blah, blah. And that's cool. That's you. But for me, Jade Tornquist, I know what's working best for my body. And I believe after 12 months of building my own foundations that I know enough about my own body and what's working well for my body. And what is working well for my body is adding those greens in. I mean, greens for me, they're like a lifeline. And, you know, it's funny, I hear this so often in the fruitarium community. Oh, you don't need that many greens, blah, blah, blah. But if you have a look at the back of a green leaf, it's got all veins. So that tells me automatically it's good for my blood, which it is. It pumps the oxygen through your blood. So, of course, naturally, the more greens that you're going to have in your body, the more oxygen that's going through your blood, of course you're going to feel better. You're going to feel amazing. So, for me, it's just filling up on the greens, feeling absolutely amazing on it, working on doing the limited exercise I'm doing. I mean, for me, I'm happy with where I am with my exercise, and I believe it's enough for anybody. Look, if you want to be hardcore and get into bodybuilding and all that, do it. I've been there, done that. I'm nearly 40. I'm just doing what I want for me. And I love just being on a walk, being in my own mind, my own space, you know, just looking at nature, being part of nature, and getting the oxygen, getting some sunshine, some beautiful vitamin D comes into, you know, that for me is just wonderful. So concentrating on my exercise and just keeping the large amount of calories out of my food. Now, I'm not a person who calorie counts, and I just want to make that clear because people go, I don't calorie count, I listen to my body. I need to, at this point in time, track my food, and I am tracking it with Cronometer, and that is because I don't have a stop button. And there are people who don't have a stop button. I can eat so much food, it's ridiculous. Like, I've got a bottomless pit of food. So many people who meet me, and this has been over the years of my life, saying, wow, Jade, you eat so much, hence why I became a fatty. You know, I can eat so much food and I can just keep throwing it in like a garbage disposal. And you know what? I can stop and listen to my body, but if something's tasting good, I will still keep gorging it down. So at this point in time, using Cronometer for me is working really well. And I'm doing that as well because I'm putting so many greens in. I just want to make sure that I'm not sitting there on 11 or 1200 calories as well, because that can happen as well. You can go the opposite, probably not for me, but I just want to make it clear that can happen. So I'm sitting between 1800 and 2000 calories, which is more than enough for a woman of my age. And for the, you know, activity that I'm doing. So I think the message that I'm really trying to send to people is just because something worked for Mary, it doesn't mean it's going to work for you. At the end of the day, build your own foundations, work out what's working best for you, shut out the noise and say, you know what? Especially once you've been on this lifestyle as long, you know, 12 months, I've got enough experience now. And say, you know what, now I'm going to start fine-tuning it and working out what's right for me. And that is where I'm at, and that is what I'm doing. Anyway, I hope that you found this video helpful. I'm just really putting my own, you know, it's my own vlog on what's happening for me. And I really want to keep people updated on this because I know people are so interested in how you can actually lose weight on this lifestyle. And to be honest with you, so am I. I've called myself a weight loss expert for years and years and years, but for me this has been a whole new learning experience. This is nothing I've ever been trained to do. You know, every bit of information that I've got, I've had to research myself, do everything else. There's no school to teach you all this sort of stuff. So it's all been trial and error and learning. But the more I'm learning from it, the more I'm able to then help others in the future. So I hope this is helpful. I'm going to continue to keep everybody posted. And remember, don't take lives, live life. Get your fruit on and get those greens in too. Bye for now.